Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to be looking at writing our scripts, quote unquote, for our video tutorials. So you're going to look back at your top 2 choices from Wednesday's assignment, and you are going to pick one if you have not already. Okay. I decided to go with how to embroider because we are out of cocoa and it's difficult to make a chocolate cake without cocoa. So embroidery it was, and I picked a flower because that is a really common starting point for newbies. Flowers are really common in embroidery, and it kind of teaches you a couple of different stitches all in one. So I start off with a list of materials. So if you've ever watched tutorial videos, like on Facebook or YouTube or something like that, it's usually pretty helpful to have a list of materials or ingredients or things that people need at the beginning of the video so that they can check and make sure they have all that stuff before they get started. Okay, and then we're going to break down everything that you do step by step in the smallest possible steps that you can think of. Remember, you're explaining this to somebody who might never have even heard of this before. They need as much detail and as much explanation as you can possibly give them. You can include things like, here I have a tip. If you don't have an embroidery hoop at home, you can still do this. An embroidery hoop just makes it easier. Okay. Remember, especially right now when we're not really leaving our house and a lot of stores are closed, try to give alternate options for people as much as humanly possible, because I definitely do not want you leaving your house to go buy an embroidery hoop just for this. Okay. When I was writing, I got through about step 4 before I really started struggling. Like, this part was easy to do in my head. By the time I got to the actual stitch, so much of it for me is muscle memory because I've done it for well over several decades at this point in time. I started when I was really young. So it's really hard sometimes to explain things that you're already really, really good at. Just because at this point in time, those things are natural to you. You've done it so well and for such a long time, you don't have to think about it. But a newbie would. And that's the trick to making a really good video tutorial. So what I did when I started kind of getting a little bit confused right around step 5 is I actually pulled out my things, and I did this once without video recording it. And every single time that I picked up that needle to do something, I tried to think about, okay, what's the next thing I'm going to do? I did it, and then I stopped and tried to write down in as much detail as I could what is the thing that I just did. That's how I ended up with 10 steps that are nothing but sewing. Okay, this is the bulk of my video. Just looking at the way that it's written is not going to be enough, especially for somebody who has never done embroidery before. This script is not going to get them to making a beautiful daisy. Okay. This is basically giving me an outline of the steps I have to include in my video. That's what makes video tutorials so helpful, is that in pairing the words and the descriptions and the explanations with the picture of the person actually doing it, you can see what they're doing as they're explaining what they're doing, and it makes it easier to imitate. Okay, so don't worry if your script isn't like the most perfect explanation in the whole world all by itself. That's why we're going to pair these words with the video pictures tomorrow. Okay? But this is the document or the explanation that I want for part 1 of this assignment, which is writing your script and getting set up.